Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be actually servicing the air intake system. Basically I'm just going to check the air filter, make sure it's alright. Clean the mass airflow sensor. But let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and gather all my tools here and we'll get all set up here. Alright, so it was indeed a T20 and luckily I had a screwdriver for it, so it's going to make it super easy. All I'm going to do is just unloosen these and check the air box. This car's been sitting for a little bit. Oh my goodness, almost lost that. The car's been sitting for a little bit. So honestly, I did a service before we let it sit in the winter time. So it's probably good, but just good to check while you're doing your mass airflow sensor cleaning, because why not? Alright, so I got the air box screws underneath there all taken out, so do this. Let's see, right off to the side. Look at our air filter here. The air filter looks pretty good. Just give it a couple bangs like that. Honestly, looks good enough to put in. Actually, looks really good. Let's go ahead and remove that screw right there, and we'll leave that attached. We'll leave the mass airflow sensor attached to the air box. We'll just take it off that little hose there. So let me go grab that tool real quick. All right, this should do the trick here. Wrong size. All right, so just got the little switch here removed, the little cable here. You want to be super careful with these pins here. You don't want them to you don't want to pinch them or bend them in any way. You want to make sure that you're keeping that safe and out of harm's way. Just finished this up here, so we just got this whole thing removed. I'm gonna keep it on the same box, and here's the actual sensor right here. These three metal prongs, you don't want to touch them with your fingers or any oily substance. The cleaner that you use requires it's like a fast drying chemical, and you can only use that. You can't use any oil base or water base. It's quick drying. We'll take a look at the product here that I'll be using. Alright, this is the product I'll be using. This is what they call a CRC mass airflow sensor cleaner. They say it's going to evaporate in seconds, which is key because you don't want any liquid in your air box, obviously. They say it increases MPG and fuel economy and gain 4 to 10 horsepower at the wheels, which I don't believe personally, because that's a lot of horsepower. Maybe if it was super bugged up, maybe then. And improves air to fuel ratio, which might just might just a little bit. They say real test real results. Seems super cheesy, but you do need to clean your mass airflow sensor. So I'm gonna set you guys up and I'll show you just exactly how you do it. Alright, so I got my mass airflow sensor here, as you can see. I got my little can here. I'm gonna give it a little shake. Little shake directions tell you to unplug the wire harness. Of course, that's what we did. Remove the housing. Place shop towel under MAF to catch any runoff. But we're gonna be holding it, so it's gonna be just fine. Apply 10 to 15 sprays of sensor cleaner onto hot wires or hot plate. Do not contact hot wires with straw or any other object. So let's give it a little spray. 10 to 15 sprays. Gave it a few extra. And let's see, let me try and show you right away that it is drying right before your eyes. And what we do is we just simply want to make sure that we let it sit for a little bit. You don't want to plug it in and start it right away, because that's there might be risking yourself with the the moisture in there. So see that plate in there? That is what gives you a reading, and you can see these tiny itty bitty needles that could break super easily. So you want to make sure that you be very careful and don't touch anything with it other than the spray. So yeah, let's let that sit for a minute. Go ahead and put things back together shortly. Alright, let's go ahead and put our air filter back in. Go ahead and stick this right on in there. Again, this is a clean air filter, did not need to be changed, which was good. Happy about that. Let's leave this out of the way real quick. Alright, got the air filter box in place. I'm going to take the screws, just put them in just for right now. I'm going to take too much here. These switches are pretty technical, I must say, so go ahead and what we do is this little key locking mechanism here. All we gotta do is slide that back on. So it keeps the switch in the wiring harness, in place. Just like so. Now, go ahead and make sure that's in there. And there's that. And that's everything else. I'm gonna go ahead and screw these on super quickly. Now let's go ahead and put this cover back on real quick. Go ahead and remove this oil filler neck. Put this right on here. Boom, boom, boom. Stick this right here. And screw it on. Make sure it's good and tight. And let's clean up our tools and give it a start. Alright, everything is back to working order, so we're going to go ahead and give this vehicle a start and see how it reacts to the clean mass airflow sensor. Alright, you might have heard a little bit of lag in the engine. That's just because the computer's getting used to the mass airflow sensor being clean. The computer learns over time when it gets dirty, as well as the throttle body. So if you happen to clean the throttle body, the mass airflow sensor, the computer has to relearn where the positioning is, because when dirt and crust builds up over it, it'll relearn it. And that's the nice thing about these computerized cars. It's not going to be a huge deal when things are bugged up, but it's definitely going to improve your performance. Engine's running smooth. There's no hiccups with the system. And I'm happy about that. That's all it's to it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I know I'm just starting my channel, so the numbers are pretty low. So with that being said, this video is over. I'm going to make a few other videos probably. I might be starting to make more consistent videos, and we'll see what we can do. If we can get up to a certain amount of subscribers, we'll see. I'm gonna make a few other videos, maybe a few more tutorials like this one, maybe some car reviews, maybe some driving around, maybe just hanging out. So yeah, well, I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.